Hello everyone, hello! Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over Let It Be by the Beatles. Now this is, if you go by studio releases, this is the last Beatles album. But a lot of this was recorded before Abbey Road. So some people might put this before Abbey Road and have Abbey Road as the last final Beatles album. Which is fine, but I go by the studio releases, which makes this their last album. Now, there's going to be a 50th anniversary edition, hopefully this year, and would love to get that, as well as the Let It Be Naked. Please reissue that. And the film, I'm excited for the film. But bit backstory. By this point, the Beatles are Kaputski. I can't say that word. John Lennon has left the band, and he's gone to Amsterdam with Yoko Ono to lie in a bed for peace or something. I don't follow that stuff. I'm not a fan of Yoko Ono at all. But the rest of the Beatles come together to finish this album, as well as Phil Spector, who produces it. Although I believe I read somewhere that George Martin was producing the Get Back sessions and produced a lot of this stuff. But then Phil Spector took over, and there's a bit of bad blood because George Martin feels like he did most of the work, or something like that. But anyway, they would come together, and I Me Mine is the last Beatles song ever recorded. And the only Beatles song recorded in the 70s. This is, it's a really good album. So let's talk about the looks. This cover, while simple as it is so iconic. Just to Let It Be at the top and the four guys in the squares. That is brilliant. And again on the back, I love how simple it is. I'll show you the label, but you already know what it is. Nice Apple label. I'm going to put that back. People complain when I put it on there. This is a New Phase Beatles album. Essential to the content of the film Let It Be was that they performed live for many tracks. In comes the warmth and freshness of live performance, as reproduced by disc by Phil Spector. And yeah, I mean, there's not much else to see, but it's very iconic, especially George's goofy ass smile. All the Beatles albums have become iconic, all their album artwork, sorry. The best one, I think, the best Beatles album cover is Revolver with, is it Klaus Voormann? I believe it's Klaus Voormann who did the artwork, I might be wrong. I think he's a photographer, but anyway, that is just the best album artwork. But let's get straight into the songs, because that's the main. So, as I was saying, this album comprises of the Get Back sessions before Abbey Road, and then the finishing up touches. So some of the songs on this album are snippets from the Get Back sessions, like such songs as Dig It and Maggie May. Oh, dirty Maggie May, they have taken it away, and she never walked out. Sorry. Two of Us, the opening track, is just brilliant. I love John and Paul's vocal harmonies on the track, just amazing. And it sounds like, with the lyrics, it sounds like they're singing about each other, and it's such a heartwarming song. Dig a Pony, which John Lennon wrote about Yoko Ono. It's a really nonsensical love song, and I absolutely adore it. Across the Universe, one of the most beautiful songs ever made. Absolutely stunning. I Me Mine, as I said, was the last Beatles song ever recorded, and the only Beatles song recorded in the 70s. Dig It is awesome. Let It Be, the title track, is one of the most iconic and beautiful songs of all time. Paul McCartney's lyrics are about his mum, his mum, Mary, but people have taken, Catholics or Christians take it to be the Mother Mary, which he's fine with, but it is his Mother Mary, not the Catholic Mother Mary. Amazing song though, and his vocals are brilliant. And George Harrison's guitar solo on the song is fantastic. Maggie May, the song I was singing earlier, amazing song. The song references Lime Street, and when I went to Liverpool, the main station I stopped off at to get there was Lime Street, and I've got a picture. I took a picture of the train station sign just because of this song. I've got a feeling. I've got a feeling. Paul McCartney's vocals are brilliant. One After 909, which you can hear them sing on the Beatles Anthology 1. I think it's crazy. It's an amazing song. Very country rock. But it's one of the earliest Beatles songs they had written. They just didn't think it was a live song, I believe. And they'd never really put it to an album until now. Can you imagine sitting on a song for almost 9 years? The Long and Winding Road. The long and winding road. It's stunning. Paul McCartney's vocals are brilliant. It's one of my favourite Beatles songs. In fact, I think it is my favourite Beatles song. It's really hits you where it hurts, at least for me. For You Blue, George Harrison, brilliant. I should mention I Mean Mine is a George Harrison song as well. Get Back is brilliant, and I love the guitar in that song, but I prefer the single version. It's a bit longer. There's a bit at the end, but I love how Phil Spector added the rooftop performance at the end, where he says one of the last, if you count that as the last Beatles song, that one of the last things you hear throughout the Beatles discography is John Lennon saying, "I hope we pass the audition," which is brilliant. And they did the last Beatles live performance was on a rooftop. I believe it was on top of Abbey Road. That might be wrong. And it's a fantastic performance. Some amazing songs. A song that isn't on this album, but it is on the Let It Be Naked, is Don't Let Me Down. That is one of my favourite Beatles songs. Don't let me down. John Lennon was, I can't really say it on YouTube, but he was doing a lot of drugs, and that Don't Let Me Down was written for Yoko Ono, as in don't give up on me, I'm trying to get better. And it's a beautiful song. Don't let me down. I absolutely love that song. So if you're wondering what Let It Be Naked is, essentially Phil Spector added a whole load of stuff to this album, like the strings on The Long and Winding Road, and all of the orchestral bits on The Long and Winding Road. The naked version of that song, it's a beautiful piano ballad, I believe, and it is brilliant. But I prefer this version of the album than the naked one. I just think it sounds better, but that's just objective. You could think differently. So anyway, in conclusion, I should mention this is the 2009 reissue, and it's a 10 out of 10. This is one of the greatest albums ever made, and my second favourite Beatles album. It is just superb, and I love it. I prefer this to the naked version, but I'm interested if you've heard the naked version and this version. I want to know which one you think is better in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and thanks for watching this Beatles series. This is the last one. I'm going to move on to another band now. I'm going to do Oasis, I think, updated reviews for my favourite band. But seriously thanks for the support, because, the Beatles are a very popular band, and I knew that if I did Beatles videos again, I'd get loads of views and stuff. But I've got some great support and some great love from these videos, and it really means a lot to me, so thank you. And next up is the What's the Story Morning Glory review. I won't be doing a video on Definitely Maybe, which is my favourite album, but I did a Vinyl Legend series, so now there's a 29-minute epic long review of that album, and I don't really feel like repeating myself. So I will be skipping the first Oasis album, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Hopefully my hair looks better by then. Take care, everyone.